What's up, everybody? This is Ben with Ben's Herps. A few days ago, last Sunday, so that would make it the 5th, I think it was, June 5th, 2011. A buddy of mine and I went herping at off a local creek, and he had the day before he'd actually went there and caught a bunch of snakes. So we went back to try and see if we could find any more. But basically, we were digging through this rubble from an old abandoned house that had fallen over, you know, a long time ago, and also had some signs that maybe it was burnt down or something like that. But anyways, I mean, this place was just loaded with snakes. So basically, when we were looking there, we found a bunch of different things that we've never found before. We found 3 different things, 2 of which are lifers for me. The other one I caught last year, but I honestly never thought I'd see again, at least not for a very long time, or if I got lucky. But yeah, take a look. So here in front of us, I have a spare 10-gallon tank that if I ever catch something and I don't have enough time to make a video on it, I keep it up until I have time to make the video on it. So let's see, I can zoom in and give you a sneak peek on what I found. Remember that guy from last year? But it has some spots on it. Almost looks like stripes too. And pubes. So this is the Longtails salamander, one of 2 that I caught. You can basically find Longtail salamanders in any, you know, deciduous forest, under leaf litter, any sort of debris, such as a fallen house that's been abandoned a long time. Anywhere where there are a lot of insects, because insects are the main prey for these guys. Just, you know, ants, anything really, they'll eat. If they can down it, they'll eat it. So they're a rather slender species, as you can tell. Very, very, very beautiful when you look at them. They got these really cool stripes on them, or more like dots. Now, when I look at them, I kind of want to call them red salamanders. Something in me wants to call them red salamanders or spotted salamanders. You know, but you can definitely see why, because they got these really, really, really cool spots, and they also look so much similar to the northern red salamander, which is actually a lot smaller. Well, not really smaller, but just shorter. And kind of fatter. These are real thin, slender species. Next up here on our findings is that guy right there. This is the northern ringneck snake. Now, the northern ringneck snake is by far, and I mean by far, my most favorite species of snake around here. In my opinion, they're probably the most beautiful snake around here too. I mean, look at that pretty underbelly right there. I mean, idealistically, these guys can make a really, really good pets. Okay, so this is the conclusion of the other video I made. My camera died. This is like, I don't know, the 3rd or 4th time at least that I've tried making this video, but I've never gotten it good. So, here we go. This is what I caught. Now, I've already shown you guys the other 2 things that I caught. First one being the longtail salamander, the second being the ringneck snake. But this little guy, and I have to stay at a distance because as soon as I get closer, he'll go in his shell. This right here is the painted turtle. Getting a closer up look on these guys, you can really see how much of a beautiful species they are. If you take a look at its side here, as he insists on moving, you can see where the name painted turtle comes in, because you can really see on the sides here, it almost looks like someone took a brush and just painted the sides of their shell. This particular specimen happens to be a male. A number of different ways you can tell this. First of which is actually called plastron, or plaston, I think it is. But that's the bottom of the shell here. Taking a closer look at them, the bottom part of the shell is actually, it's a little bit concave. You can't really tell, but if you run your fingers along the bottom here, you can tell that it does sink down. Now what this means is that during courtship, the males, since they have the indented shell, can actually use that to their benefit to mount the female. Another good indicator that this is a male is its claws right here. What happens actually is that when the male and female find breeding partners, and the male mounts the female, who'll use these super long claws to help, like, as like a hook to hold on to the female's carapace until they're done. They're incredibly colorful, a really, really beautiful species of turtle. I don't know if I'd say it's prettier than the box turtle. I mean, box turtles can look really good looking, but yeah, he just got offended. But I gotta say, this painted turtle is absolutely gorgeous. If you get the chance to catch one of them, do it. They're definitely worth your time.